What's up, everybody? Ronnie Cruz here with Path of the Network Marketer 365-day video challenge. It is day 20. Day 20. Going strong, staying consistent, like we said in yesterday's video. I'm out here just hanging out. Had to run a few errands before we head home, back to the mountains tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about. I wanted to sit here in public. I'm feeling very self-conscious as it is, but I wanted to sit here and talk about something that's really I find incredibly curious with all this exploration and learning that I'm doing around social platforms, social feeds, influencer marketing and things like that. Um, it just fascinates me how well, we see the end product when influencers post their videos and things like that, especially like dancers, right? You see the end product, it looks great, it looks fun, it's got the music, but like, like to think about the just the amount of courage that takes to do in public, especially in public. I mean, I know a lot of influencers do stuff at home and in and around their houses, but there are other influencers, like especially some of the dancers that I've seen, do stuff in public, street corners. I mean, downtown Manhattan, malls, you name it, right? Like doing their dance routines in public, and I find myself, I see my, find myself thinking like I would be incredibly self-conscious to do that. I mean, obviously I'm not a dancer, so I don't have that level of confidence in my dancing abilities. But like these influencers are willing to just do whatever, to capture the shot or capture the video, and I commend that because I'm very used to talking in front of camera, but even just here, with my Steadicam gimbal, I'm using actually a Steadicam gimbal. I'm feeling pretty self-conscious. Like if I was just holding the phone in my hand, it wouldn't be such an issue because it would just look like I'm talking to somebody. But now that I have like this little contraption, it looks like I'm shooting an official video. So, with all these people walking by me, like I'm feeling the eyes on me, and so like this really got me thinking. The main topic of today is what I wanted to talk about was other people's opinions. Right? We get so self-conscious about ourselves, while it's such a crazy juxtaposition. While living in a time where we're sharing more about ourselves openly on the internet, right? Right? Like I'm pretty reserved for the most part, except when at a resort after a handful of cocktails. So I stay pretty low key. I keep to myself, and I don't like to draw attention to myself. At the same time, being on the social platforms, I know that's just part of the deal, right? Like part of being and sharing on social platforms is drawing attention to yourself, right? And when you're doing it intentionally, like influencers, it's just something that you got to get over. And really, like the main thing is, who cares, right? Who cares what other people are thinking about what you're doing? Again, I commend influencers, especially like these dancers that do the wackiest things, and have full-on choreographed numbers out in the middle of like a crowded street. It takes a lot of courage, and really, it's courage that we all should have, right? It's courage that we all should have. We I think oftentimes care too much about what other people think, or not even what other people think. There's that, but I think we care too much about what other people might think, and that keeps us from doing anything, right? That keeps us from doing that keeps us from taking the risks that ultimately might lead to breakthroughs. So I'm not necessarily self-conscious. I am reserved, but I'm willing to get over the nervousness of doing something that is out of the ordinary, or the hesitation of looking silly, because who cares at the end of it, right? Like I don't know these people that are walking by, they're never going to see me again, so it doesn't matter. What is it Les Brown said? Other people's opinions do not have to become your reality. So as much as possible, as you guys are putting yourselves out there online, just go, man, just go. I know there's like a lot of hesitation of being on camera, of posting yourself, and there's a lot of that issue when it comes to using social platforms. I mean, at least from the sampling of the people that I've talked to, it is definitely among there's a good percentage of people that's an issue with. There, of course, will always be that percentage of people that are totally fine with being in the limelight. But I think for most people, it's like hesitation, and it really is. Again, it's the fear of judgment. It's the fear of what will other people think, et cetera, et cetera. And honestly, none of that matters, right? So don't worry about what other people's opinions are. Be willing to look as stupid as you think you look, because 9 times out of 10, you don't look that dumb. You don't look that dumb. It's just all in your head, right? It's just all in your head. I don't think people pay as much attention to us as we think, right? Like I don't think anybody walking by really cares what the heck it is I'm doing out here. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. So that's the message I wanted to give you guys. Stop thinking or caring about what other people think, what other people might think about what you're doing, because ultimately, I mean, the reality is they ain't paying your bills, right? And if you're doing what you're doing to build a business, to create extra income for yourself, then you just got to suck it up, buttercup, because letting other people's opinions or potential opinions stop you from creating the life that you want is, well, that's on you. That's not on them. So that's it. That's my message for today, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Many more videos to come. I'm probably going to shoot a couple videos out here because it's a nice and scenic and well, I just got to suck it up. And the other thing too, I guess, to build on this topic is, the more you do it, the easier it gets, right? The more you do it, the easier it gets. The initial, like, getting started and doing the video, there's always that initial hesitation, but once you get talking, I mean, look, I've been talking for 7 minutes and it's been no problem. So I'm gonna shoot probably a couple more and it'll be all good. It'll be all good. So like I said, like and subscribe. If you haven't liked and subscribed, hit the notification button. I would appreciate it. Again, we're trying to build this channel. 1 video a day, man. 1 video a day. It's been an incredible ride, and the next video is going to be 21, marking the completion of the 3rd week, and then moving into the 4th week, which is nuts. So thank you guys for supporting, tuning in. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. But until then, be well and be safe. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.